Yeah, on the other side of the retail coin this morning, we have an upgrade for Etsy over at Needham, going to buy from hold with a new price target of $160 a share there from that analyst, Anna Andreeva, and basically saying that the company has been underperforming, but its model is proving to be sticky in keeping pandemic gains. So that's part of what the thesis is here, is that, remember we had that whole discussion about how Etsy had a mask boom, right? Yeah. Everybody was selling masks on Etsy. And the concern was, the pandemic's over, people aren't buying, well, it's not over, but people are not buying masks in the same quantity that they were. Oh, that's going to be a problem for Etsy. And I think her argument is that people actually hung around and kept buying stuff.
I mean, they're going to have to do something on the front to really kind of prop up the seller environment on Etsy even more so. They've been investing heavily into that, trying to enhance the customer experience across the marketplace, trying to retain, grow out the buyer base as well. And it's kind of all part of this right to win strategy that they've rolled out. But I mean, you look at the most recent quarter, you did see GMS, the gross merchandise sales, actually down 3.3% year over year. So it's going to come against some tough comps as well. In not just the next quarter that they report for, but perhaps next year as we start to, or this year rather, as we start to get into some of the comparisons against when they did see that pandemic boom, perhaps it'll be a little bit more favorable.
And a very important point, Anna mentions in here that Etsy is exiting the pandemic in a stronger position, arguably than when it went into the pandemic. And compare that to what we saw with these other pandemic plays like a Peloton. They are an absolute disaster right now. And I think that's a nice nod to Josh Silverman, the CEO of Etsy, longtime CEO. He has run he's done a very good job throughout the pandemic. You don't see him, or you haven't seen him make a lot of mistakes operationally over the past 3 years.
Yeah, although there was some buyer pushback at some fee increases. That was something that got some attention from the company.